Okay, let's check out the quiz. See how you did. You can grade yourself if you'd like. If you struggled with it, you left some blank, that's fine. If you didn't do any of it, I would prefer that you just follow along and learn from it, even if you were really struggling. So, the first question. Manny has a piece of ribbon that is 1/3 yard long. So if I'm just thinking, again, I see they have a picture, but for me, I have to understand what's happening. So if this is 1 yard, Manny doesn't have all of that. He just has this 1/3 portion. Okay? So he cuts it into 2 equal lengths to make bookmarks. So if he cuts that in half, how long is each piece of ribbon? So let's envision that the rest of this yard is cut up and it's all cut the same. How many sections do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in other words, each one of these is 1/6, 2/6, which is equivalent to 1/3, 3/6, 4/6, which is equivalent to 2/3, 5/6, and 6/6, 1 yard. So in other words, if Manny has 1/3 of a yard and he's going to split that in half to make 2 bookmarks, then that shows me that each bookmark needs 1/6 of a yard of ribbon to make that. So how long is each piece of ribbon? 1/6 of a yard. And see what they did over here? They cut their 1/3 into 2 parts, and you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. So the answer is D. Okay, number 2. Rita is painting the walls in the playrooms at the daycare center. She estimates that she will need 1/4 of a gallon of paint for each wall. So here's a gallon, and she needs 1/4 for each wall. Then I see that with 1 gallon of paint, she can do 4 walls. Okay? How many walls can she paint with 5 gallons of paint? Well, if she has 5 gallons of paint and she can do 4 walls with 1, I see that she can do 20 walls. Now that I know that information, how can I make that a division problem? What do we have and what is it being cut up into? Well, we have, or Rita has, 5 gallons of paint. She's dividing them up into containers of 1/4 per wall. So 5 divided by 1/4 means that she can paint 20 walls. Okay? And if you want to check that, 5 over 1, if you want to solve, keep, change, flip. Ta-da! All right, number 3. When and 5 friends, that means 6 people, equally share 1/3 of a pan of snack bars. I believe I called that brownies because that's just, I don't know, odd for me. So let's say here's our brownies. They share 1/3 of a pan, meaning maybe he's got some friends over and mom is saving the other 2/3 for the rest of the family, so these are off limits. But she gave this section to Wen and his 5 friends. So 6 people that are going to share that. So I would need to cut this up into 6 parts. And if I envision that's cut up into 6 parts, so is the rest. So now, if you look at this as a complete picture, I see that I have an array of 6 by 3, which means there are 18 pieces in this pan of brownies. Now, each kiddo, each friend, between Wen and one of his friends, they only get one of those. So that fraction is 1/18. So in other words, what do they have and what is it being cut up into? What does Wen and his friends, what do they have? Well, they have 1/3 of a pan. They don't have 6. They have 1/3 of a pan. And it's being cut up into 6 parts. And I can check that by doing keep. So we're going to keep this, change this, and flip that. And look at that. My answer checks out with the work that I already did. So the answer up top would be letter A. Okay. Moving on to number 4. Yolanda has a 1/6 cup ladle that she uses to pour gravy over potatoes. She uses 1 full ladle for each serving of potatoes. So to get you to understand that, let's think about mom's plate, dad's plate, sister's plate, brother's plate. Okay, here's your plate of food, and each one has mashed potatoes. Now, this ladle has 1/6 of a cup in it. So every time Yolanda fills the ladle and puts gravy, each person is getting 1/6 of a cup. Which shows me that she could do 6 people to make 1 cup. Because 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, she could do 2 more people to make 6/6, which is 1 cup. So just some things to think about. So 6 servings is 1 cup of gravy. So fill in the table to show how many servings of potatoes Yolanda can make from the given amounts. Well, if she has 1 cup, that makes 6 servings. And I know that because 1 cup, to make 1/6, 1 cup is being split up into 6ths, 1/6. Okay? And so if I take 1 cup of gravy and split it up into 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I get 6/6 or 1 cup. So in other words, just like I said up above, 1/6 of a cup can be done 6 times to make 1 whole cup. So 6 servings is 1 cup. So 2 cups of gravy would be 6 plus 6, doubled. 4 cups of gravy would be 4 cups times 6 in every cup. So 24 servings of gravy. So you could serve 24 people with 4 cups of gravy. All right, now that we have this information, let's take a look at what it says down below. It says to find the number of servings that Yolanda can make from 1 cup of gravy, divide 1 cup by. So again, here's our 1 cup right here, right up here at the top. What did I divide that 1 cup into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. So, to find the number of servings Yolanda can make from 1 cup of gravy, divide 1 cup by what? 1 cup cut up into what? 1/6. Or, oh wait, did I just say that wrong? I think that's 6. Don't erase. There we go. 1 cup by 6. Or multiply 1 cup by 1/6, because you can do 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. That means, I think I have those backwards again. This means that for every cup of gravy, there are 6 servings of gravy. Yolanda can make blank servings from 6 cups of gravy. So if she has 6 cups, and there are 6 servings in every one, she could do 36 servings with 6 cups. And she could make 60 servings from how many cups? So 6 times what equals 60? That one should be 10.